Mishkanot Ha'umah, revealing a new lifestyle culture.
This story begins with a black and white photo. It was photographed in the Tel HaShomer Hospital in Tel Aviv during the Yom Kippur War 37 years ago. The war broke out after several Arab nations launched a surprise attack on Israel during the holiest day of the year. Dr. Yisrael Krasna was in New York at the time, serving as a pediatric surgeon at a hospital in Manhattan. He heard reports about the difficult battles in Israel and couldn't sit back and watch from the side. He left his wife and 5 kids in New York, though his wife was the one who pushed him to go to Israel. Dr. Krasna gathered medical supplies from his hospital, but had no idea where he would end up. 2 weeks earlier, a movie crew started to make a promotional film about Tel HaShomer Hospital to raise money for the medical institution.
While this film was being made, the Yom Kippur War broke out. October 6, 1973, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Israel was being attacked in Sinai and on the Golan Heights. Once again, Tel HaShomer became an army emergency center. To make room for the wounded, most of the 1,000 patients at Tel HaShomer had to be sent home immediately. The Brit Milah Hall was converted to another emergency room, waiting, just in case the number of wounded exceeded the number that could be handled in the old barracks. Doctors from the United States, from South Africa, from Europe, came and volunteered their services as soon as the battle began, for another battle was being fought, a battle to save human lives.
Krasna arrived at Tel HaShomer. He sent his wife a short telegram, "I've arrived." Krasna began treating dozens of wounded that the helicopters were evacuating from battle. He says there were stretchers everywhere. Dr. Krasna said many were worried that the war meant the end of the Jewish state. His granddaughter, Ayelet, now lives in Israel. A year ago, the family looked for a way to celebrate Krasna's 80th birthday. They found dozens of well-preserved photo albums from October of 1973. Then came the idea. Let's organize a reunion between all of those he worked with, along with the patients he treated. Ayelet began searching for all of them through the pictures. She called each and every one and began putting together the pieces of the puzzle. Dr. Batya Yaffe was an intern at the time of the war. Now she runs her own department in the hospital. She says the first month of the Yom Kippur War was the most difficult of her life, a rude awakening following the euphoria of the Six-Day War just 6 years earlier. There was a pilot among the wounded. His jet burst into flames upon takeoff. He was badly burned on 33% of his body. That pilot, Aviram Cohen, is now the mayor of Har Hadar, outside of Jerusalem. His scars remain from that burning jet. He remembers, he says, his whole body alight. The missiles on board his plane began exploding from the heat. Cohen underwent 16 operations. Dr. Krasna and his team performed them all using what was then new technology. Cohen says Krasna saved his life and that he will be eternally grateful. Krasna returned to his old operating arena. It used to be all beds, he says. They all came to his birthday party, 37 years later, doctors, nurses, and former patients alike.
You as a young man, good to see you. Good to see anybody who's walked on 2 feet. Wonderful.
The old friends spoke about their small little hospital ward, about the entire nation which rose to the occasion in the time of emergency, about heroes like violinist Isaac Stern, who performed for the war wounded. They were dark days. Aviram Cohen gave Krasna a token of his appreciation, and one final picture to add to Dr. Krasna's war album, next to the one from October 73. Thank you for watching JerusalemOnline.com news, produced by Channel 2 News, Israel's leading news source. You can receive free updates to your email starting tomorrow. All you have to do is register at www.jerusalemonline.com. JerusalemOnline.com News, your link to Israel.
Jerusalem, one of the most enchanting capitals of the world. Its distinct charm and beauty lies in the hearts of millions. The Mishkanot HaUmah project is a rare combination of symbols and meanings that give its residents a unique quality lifestyle. Mishkanot HaUmah, revealing a new lifestyle culture.